will smash your face into a car windshield and then take your mother, Dorothy Mantooth, out for a nice seafood dinner and never call her again.
Dorothy Mantooth is safe!
Welcome to the Vet and Rook, and as always, the most gracious host you'll ever find, GQ on the mic, and of course, my right-hand gunner with me, the Rook. Say what's up to him.
What up, what up?
Everyone, today, we got a special episode coming to you.
Get fired on these bitches one time.
Have a little fun today, I think. I like what we're doing today. So today, everyone, we have a cool segment coming your way, the first series. And the Rook is going to join us one. He had a little bit of hand in coming up with this topic.
I had my hand in it.
So let's not wait any longer. So we introduce it to him.
Let's introduce him.
All right. So the name of this segment
Tell him.
will be
What is it?
Big Facts or
Cap.
That's right. Big Facts or Cap, where the Rook is going to read me some questions, sports related. Today's going to be basketball edition, so it's going to be all basketball related questions. And I'm going to tell you, in addition to the Rook, whether these statements are fact, big facts, big Jersey facts,
Big facts. Let's not forget
or
that.
are they Cap.
That's
So it's not waiting any longer, Rook. Let's get into the first one.
And numero uno. Phoenix Suns are in discussion with OKC to trade Chris Paul. Can Chris Paul get them over the hump and make it to the playoffs? Is that big facts or cap?
So Chris Paul, kind of picking off that first episode when we talked about him getting traded to the Lakers. Chris Paul is a hot topic this offseason. Obviously, he's still owed $80 million over the next two. So he's not he's got to be careful where he goes, who trades for him. If the Lakers get him, they have to mortgage off the rest of the franchise. But to answer your question, I think that's a big fact. I think he can get them over the hump. Let's not forget Phoenix finished 8-0 in the bubble, nearly making the playoffs with Devin Booker being a pillar and DeAndre Ayton. I think with the leadership style, he can really guide these young cats and get them over the hump. I think they get that 8th or 7th or even 6th. Look what he did at OKC this year. I think that's a big fact. I think he gets them over.
Yeah, I agree. I think Devin Booker and Chris Paul will be a cool duo to see.
Absolutely.
Number 2. Philadelphia 76ers finalized a deal to make Doc Rivers next head coach. Can Doc Rivers get them out of the Eastern Conference Finals?
Look, I'm going to say big facts. I'm going to go on a limb here. This past season, you asked people around me. I said Sixers are making the playoffs and getting to the finals. If everything went according, they stayed healthy, I thought they would make it. But as the season went on, you just saw they just weren't together. And then Ben Simmons got hurt. And it just kind of fell apart there. I think this year with Doc Rivers, with the championship pedigree, I think that Ben Simmons is healthy, and I think Joel Embiid plays his potential where he's at. Potentially, he could be one of the greatest big men to ever play. I think Joel Embiid. I think he's that good. And if they sign some people, some shooters to surround Ben Simmons, I think it's a big fact. I think they get to the finals this year.
Until Doc Rivers proves me wrong, I'm gonna put that as a cap. Number 3, will Giannis and the Bucks make it to the finals?
Unfortunately, Rook, that's a cap. That's major cap in my opinion. I just don't see. The season just ended.
It's true.
There's not too many marquee free agents this year.
No.
There's not too many. There's a couple good guys, but not many.
He's the guy there.
Giannis has not developed the jump shot yet. You saw, for example, LeBron back in the early finals days when he made it. You saw Dallas and San Antonio. You saw them squeeze the paint and then force them to shoot and force them to kick. You have to develop a jump shot. Not just set your hands and your feet and just let it go. You have to be able to put it on the floor, go off a dribble, off a screen, put it down and let it go. He hasn't been shown to do that. Season just ended, so there's no way he could have developed it in a month or two, whatever it's been. There's no way. Honestly, unless they make some changes, I really see the same team coming back in Milwaukee, and I just don't see how they can make it to the finals again. I think that's a cap, unfortunately, for Giannis. Yeah. Until he can develop his skill set more, it's a cap for now.
I'm just going to disagree with you. That's big facts.
Big facts. We'll see. Hope Giannis Antetokounmpo can make it.
Number 4. Do you think Tyler Hero will keep up the same play this season as he did in the bubble? Question mark, question mark, question mark.
I like Tyler Hero. I think he's a very young and promising star in the league. Great shooter, but Rook, that's a cap. I think the bubble, and talking about from experience, I played high school ball, I played college ball, shooting is my forte. That bubble was a shooter's dream. I understand there was no fans. That's a big part of it too.
Still.
But the ceilings are a little lower. There's no one behind the backboard. It's a wall behind the hoop now. And not even Tyler Hero, but you saw a lot of players step their game up and be really shooting the ball well and playing well. And I think the bubble was a product of that.
Playing pickup ball there.
Of sorts. I think it was a little more than that. I know Scottie Pippen was saying something like that. I think it was a little more than that. But just to answer your question, I think it's a cap. I think Tyler Hero's going to have a good sophomore season, especially that Miami team. I think they're a good team. But I just don't see him having the same rookie year shooting the way he did. I think he's going to take a little step back with fans. Well, then again, there might be no fans in the stadium. So maybe he'll have it again. Yeah. But if there's a full stadium, fans and all that, I think he takes a little step back.
It's going to be an interesting season for the rest.
Yeah. So we'll see.
Number 5. Will KD come back as a top 5 player after his injury? Big facts or cap?
That's a big fact.
I think it's a big fact as well.
To come back a top 5 player, that's a big fact. To say if he's going to come back the same player, I think that's a cap.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. 85% KD, 80% KD, 90% KD is still better than most of the league. So even 90% KD or 85% KD, he's still a top 3 player, top 5 player without a doubt. Is he better than LeBron James or Kawhi Leonard or Anthony Davis? I don't know. You saw, most recently you saw Rudy Gay have this injury years ago. Rudy Gay was a good player, didn't come back the same guy. I'm not comparing KD and Rudy. Obviously, KD is a sniper and an amazing talent that we've never seen, never seen, and we might never see again. But I just don't see how he can come back after an injury. But then again, his skill set is so good. The pull-up jumper, the hezzy to the left, the underestimated crossover. I think he's gonna be great, especially Kyrie. Kyrie will handle the ball a lot, so take the pressure off him. It's a big fact that he's a top 5 player. I have faith in him. Hopefully he comes back healthy and stays healthy the rest of the season.
Yeah, that's big facts.
Big facts.
For the last question.
The last question
of this episode.
Fire on these bitches one time.
All right, I'm ready.
This is a personal favorite for me.
Okay.
I think it's gonna touch your heart just a little bit.
Just a little bit?
Just a little bit.
Just a poke.
And your beef.
Okay.
Baby wipes or toilet paper?
Rook, that's a no-brainer. Baby wipes all day. Oh man, you use toilet paper?
Nah, it's cap. I use baby wipes.
Baby wipes, that's a big fact. Baby wipes, man. You can stamp it, certify it, take it to the bank. That's what we call here in Jersey. Big fact.